I get worried that we charge in, and by we I don't mean us here. I mean a lot of maybe even white America. We charge in and say this is Black America run amok. No, it isn't. It's liberalism. Because let me tell you something. There's no Allen West out there. There's no Herman Cain out there. There's no Condi Rice out there, and there's none of that out there. This is liberalism.
I kind of wish there was a Mia Love out there. I kind of wish there was an Alan West out there. I kind of wish there was a Herman Cain out there to talk about this and to try and that's another thing, is that these communities are being devastated right now by this looting, and it just seems like there's a vacuum of leadership. And I don't know exactly what to do about that. I don't know if there's anything that I can do. I don't know if there's anybody who should be going in there and talking about it. I mean, the only person that I can think of that actually has been to Ferguson, a high-profile figure that's actually been to Ferguson and talked about it, is Rand Paul. Where's the rest of our team going into Ferguson to talk about these issues and to try and, I don't know. It seems like there's a real vacuum of power, of leadership, and it's devolving into riots in the streets.
Well, in the way that I think one would want someone from our side to go in is, bringing assistance, bringing people to help, rebuild certain places without any sort of political agenda. No speeches, no talking in front of people, listening in front of people, and be seen to be doing that. That's a more productive use of time for anyone on the conservative side, I think, than showing up and attempting to talk at people about racial issues, especially if we're talking white older male people that are going in there. I think it comes better from the perspective of, I'm here, I'm ready to help. I wanted to spend the day doing something to help the people of Ferguson and to listen to them, period.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't see anyone doing that from any of the political parties. I mean, the president didn't go there. The president decided to... Sorry, go ahead.
When they had the protests in the first place, way back, there were Tea Party groups from St. Louis that got together and went to Ferguson and helped clean up some of the stores and helped some of the shop owners. And, that would be, I would think, a welcome thing to happen again, to go help sweep up the broken glass. And, I mean, there was a picture on the Blaze of the guy who runs the Ferguson Liquor and Meat Market. That was the place that Michael Brown stole the cigarillos from that night. So it was he was burglarized that night, and we saw the video, and that guy was shoved around by Michael Brown. But apparently last night, that market was broken into. It was looted pretty badly yesterday, and there's a picture, or just actually it's not a picture, it's a little Vine clip of a guy asked him, "Are you okay?" And you just see the man, and he's a small Indian or Pakistani. I mean, he's a Middle Eastern looking guy, owner of the store, and he just has this, kind of the humble appearance that most of them tend to have when they're shop owners. And he just said, "Yes, sir, I'm okay." Just very quiet, looking through his messed up store. And, it just breaks my heart. It makes me like, I want to get in my car, drive there, and grab a broom and help him.
And a lot of conservatives will, and I know that's going to happen. As always, we ride in as the good guys. And there will be liberals who ride in as the good guys also and help rebuild some of these things. And Leslie, all I can do is echo what you're saying. That's the best way to send a message. Get your hands dirty, roll up your sleeves, help.
And you don't have to be there. I remember during August when the original event happened, one of the things Tony Katz did was pledge to have a large order from the meat market. Anybody that has a store there that has the ability to ship things, you can shop from wherever. Maybe what we got to do, and I'll think about if somebody hasn't got one of these already, is compiling a list of some businesses there that we can help from afar.
That's a really good idea. I like that.
We don't have to even necessarily have somewhere that ships far. We can just say, here's $100, take it to someone in your neighborhood that needs help. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them would have a good idea of who needs help in their neighborhood or a poor neighborhood in town or something like that.
Yeah, it's important to have somebody on the ground to coordinate that sort of thing. I don't know who has contacts, but I'm sure that we have contacts who have contacts on the ground. I can think of 2 or 3 right off the top of my head. So I'll look into that. If we end up finding a way to do that, we'll put it in the show notes, the description of the video, and people can find out there more. It doesn't necessarily mean that everything on the list is something that we agree with 100%, but it's something to make you think, something to give you the idea that you might not have thought before, or something to give you a perspective you might not have encountered. That can only make us better at conservatism and being conservative.